A misfit band joins together on the path to fame. But when all eyes are on the band, nefarious schemes happen in the background. While Siri, S. Lee, and Peren attempt to pull off their petty crimes, they rely on the help of Whiskey and Rindir to help keep Alexa in the dark on what's really going on whenever Alexa and the Echoes take the stage. I'm your host and dungeon master for this game, Anthony M. Copeland. Let's have the band take the stage and start the show.
4 hours later, when the rest of them have also finished their long rests, it's morning.
Let's be honest, it's probably closer to noon.
Yes. Paul wakes up Wiz and Peren, who are down in the tavern itself, and says, "Hey, what do you want for breakfast?"
I would like an ale and some bacon.
An ale and some bacon. Susan, yeah, I got it.
What was the barkeep's name again?
Paul.
Paul.
Yeah, yes.
Are you part of the Merchant's Guild?
Of course I
am.
Wouldn't be able to be in business without it. Why do you ask?
How much money do you have on hand?
I'm not telling you that.
Okay. I have some items in my possession that I cannot get rid of on my own.
Oh, you need a fence.
And if you give me what I ask you, I will give you one or two, but I'm not going to ask for the full price of it.
You got me intrigued because I want to know what you've got, but I'm not putting any money up front until I know what you're selling.
So I'm going to ask him if we can nudge into where people can't see everything.
You want to go to the back room? All right.
Yeah.
It takes you through to a back room where there is a large card table, dartboards. It's the game room, basically.
Okay.
But it's at the back, out of the way of the windows.
And I'm going to show him one of the gems and one of the coral gems and tell him that I know that they're 100 gold pieces each.
Mm-hmm.
I will do the two for 170.
Kidding. You know, you could actually just take these in any mud in the town and they would give you the value in exchange for goods. You don't need to convert these back into money.
I want money for the time being.
And you want 170 for two?
Yep.
Pretty good. I'd be happier with 140 though.
155.
You know what? Fine. Here you go.
All right.
He would have done 160.
I knew probably what I didn't want to go up that, so 150.
So it gives you 155 for the two gems.
55?
Mm-hmm. Now, is that all you have to offer? You've got something else in those deep pockets of yours?
Nope, that's it. That's all I got.
All right. So you're saying that for the 4 hours that you went missing last night, all you have to show for it are these two gems?
I didn't find anything last night.
Really? Maybe you need to talk to that Thieves Guild in town. See if they can teach you how to steal better. But the funny thing is, I saw you do it in my very tavern.
The furry ones?
They do have a tendency to be furry, yeah.
They tried to get me to go down a hole.
To go down a hole?
Yeah, they tried to get me to go down a hole into a sewer grate. Yeah,
That's where they meet, that's all.
Yeah, no.
They've got their own meeting place down there.
Yeah.
Where else would you expect rats to hang out?
Yeah. Do you ever think about dropping a bomb down there?
That would be funny, but see, getting a hold of a bomb and bringing it into the city is a little difficult.
How about a pesticide bomb?
What have you got against rats?
Other than they tried to get me to go down a hole? Nothing.
You don't like holes, huh? You must be very popular with the ladies.
That's a different kind of hole.
Anyway, if that's all you're willing to sell me, I guess I'll leave you to it.
Oh, I have a question. Where do you get your meat from?
I got a supplier.
In town? Out of town? Sideways town?
No, in town. Member of the guild.
Okay.
Why?
Just curious.
You want to talk to him?
Just curious. The food here seems to be really, really good, so I was just curious as to where...
See, the guilds are kind of like little clubs. We help each other out, you know? So we tend to do business with each other. That's how we know we can trust each other.
Okay. Just checking. I think if we're gonna ever venture out, we might want to, secure some food, and that's where we'd want to do it from.
You can go to the shops like everyone else in town, or you can get guild prices by joining the Merchants Guild.
I like taking your word for it.
What do you mean?
No, you've done good by us while we've been here, so, I take your word over, where to get something from over anybody else's.
Oh, yeah, trust me. If you join the guild, I'll put you in touch with my guy.
As a matter of fact, you know what?
Go on.
I don't know. I went and I talked to those guild guys, and they told me that I needed 3 references of my outstanding and good character.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tell you what, throw me one of those stones and I'll give you a...
they told me I was going to need 3.
Yep, I can help you with that. Throw me another one of those gems. I know you got more.
Nope, I don't have any more. That's all I've got. You got what I got.
Do a deception check. See if you can convince him that you actually don't have any more. That's pretty high. It's not as high as his insight. Pile the other one. Come back when you've got something to bribe me with and we'll talk.
Okay.
He knows you've got more, but yeah. Anyway, what are the rest of you up to? Whiskey's having his ale and bacon. Is Alexa going down for her brown brew?
She's going down for breakfast. She's starving.
What is Alexa ordering for breakfast this morning?
She really loved that oatmeal that we had last time, so she definitely wants the same again.
When you come down, it's actually Susan that's on the counter, and you don't know where Paul is at the moment. Rindir, do you want breakfast also?
Yeah, I think some eggs and a bit of raw meat for my cat. He's looking hungry too.
Water and a porridge, please, as I sit down at the table. So what do you guys have planned for today?
Who are you talking to?
I'm just sitting down at the table.
I was gonna go looking. Well, I have to join the Bards Guild.
I have a class I'm gonna go to later this afternoon.
Yes. So you actually already know where the guild district is?
Mm-hmm.
I would like to ask Siri what the fuck happened to his neck.
I don't know. From what I can remember, that woman, I think you dodged a bullet by avoiding that woman. She bit me. She was not a very good maid. She made more of a mess.
Why do you think she was a maid?
Well, she kept talking about wanting to make things dirty and then cleaning them up.
Maids usually don't dirty things.
Oh.
Maids don't make things dirty, yes.
Well, she wanted to see where the dirty was, and then, like, I figured she wanted to clean it, but I guess I was wrong.
A little bit.
Her house was kind of a mess, so I don't trust her word.
Any of you? No. No, none of you are clerics, are you? No.
Nope.
Although Siri is a paladin.
Can't you tell by my total palate?
Who's your god? There we go. Mathamo, what?
Yeah, I don't know how to say it, so... Mathamore Dune?
Oh, I thought it was Gordon's.
Gordon's?
Fish sticks.
Ah, Gorton's. Gorton's. Okay.
He's the god of like travelers, and he seems like a pretty cool like party god.
Well, what I was checking was to see if it was a like a Triton only, like if the temples would only be underwater.
Now he's a dwarven god. I met him after eating dwarven mushrooms, so he seemed pretty chill.
All right.
I'm not sure if that happened though, so I like to think that it does.
You might find a small shrine to it in the temple. There's not that, but don't think any of you have found it.
See, I more like communicate with my god through eating the mushrooms, so I don't really go to the temple very often.
Okay, you might want to visit, unless you're fine with whatever happened.
Well, I'm not sure what happened, so...
Yeah, that's true.
I just know I got bit.
If you decide to go to the temple, it's definitely going to be due to some gentle nudging from Mathamore. But
yeah, I just know I got bitten, and I'm a little bit faster.
So Alexa wants to find the guild. Rindir, do you have anything on your agenda today?
Yeah, just going to school for a bit. I don't know, I should probably sign up as a bard too. Huh?
Whisk, do you want to also join the Bards Guild?
Well, I'm a part of the band, so I assume I should, but that sounds like a lot of work. What's the paladin doing again?
Yeah, I haven't really decided yet. I was thinking of tagging along with you guys, just in case.
Alright, I guess I'll go along.
Peren, are you going to join them, or do you have something else on your...
Well, I'm going to try to get Siri to come over and show him the seal and the paperwork that I took so that he knows at least what a commercial one looks like, and he has the seal, because I don't want that on me.
Okay, you take him to the game room?
Well, off to the side, and I tell him, hey, Siri, look, this is a commercial deed. That's what these look like, and here's the seal that the person uses the butcher uses for his paperwork.
It doesn't seem like a butcher seal, though. It seems fancy. Because would the butcher seal be on the butcher's, like, thingy?
Do an investigation check of both the deed and the seal.
I only got 7.
Try an insight check, actually.
Yes, thank God. Natural 20.
Okay. You do actually see the same symbol that's on the seal on the deed, but the emblem on the certificate is surrounded by the words Guild of Merchants. But yeah, it seems a little odd. The symbol for Guild of Merchants is an armored knight on a rearing horse, plunging a lance through a wormling.
Seems weird. I don't get it. Like, I feel like there's more about this Merchants Guild. They seem shady. Like, the entire concept of you have to be part of the guild to sell anything seems so. Maybe you should, like, hunt for some more information, because you said you were talking to them yesterday, right, Peren?
I went to join the Merchants Guild, and they told me that I needed 3 references to join, and got done talking to Paul, and yeah, it seems a little funny. And then even if you do join a guild for protection, it's more so of them collecting money from you than anything else.
Because I was talking to him a little bit about the Bards Guild that we should probably join. And it seemed like they offered protection, and then, like, I don't know. The entire thing of guild seemed interesting. And I think there's more to it, but I haven't made that connection yet. Maybe if, do you think he would be a reference for you if you wanted to join the Merchants Guild?
No.
He said he would if you paid him enough.
Yeah, not of his own will without asking for
You gotta grease his palm a little bit?
I've got to grease his palm to grease another palm to grease. Yeah.
Maybe. So I'm gonna take the others to go get their bard certificates or whatever to see what it's, and then also just kind of look at the paperwork to see if, I can just make it up. Do you want to go hunt and try to get some more information about Merchants Guild and joining that? Because I feel like there's something weird going on.
It's really not weird. There's a lot of somebody somewhere is collecting a lot of money.
You want to follow the money, don't you?
I just know that there's somebody out there collecting a lot of money.
Where's the money going?
Trickle down economic, right?
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's very successful.
I can probably tell you that the person with the biggest estate in the city, that's more than likely where the money is going.
Do you want to go visit the rich part of town? Or...
You guys can go visit the rich part of town. I don't want to be anywhere near there for the time being.
Because you don't want to be seen scoping it out. Yeah.
Alright. So I'm gonna go take these people to get their bard certificate.
Do we know where we get the Bard certificates?
Yeah.
I know where the guild district is.
I meant, like, the exact location. Do we have to go there asking around?
Probably ask around.
Paul will tell you where it is.
It's got to be a sign or something. Look for the guild with musicians in it.
Probably the one with a big banjo on the front.
Banjo!
Follow the dueling banjo.
Yeah. Well, finish my ale, so whenever you guys are ready.
Yeah, let's head out.
I rejoin them. Ready when you are. As I chug my water.
As you choke your off a glug glug.
What is Alexa doing? Oh, she's going to get her guild thing.
She wants to join the guild as well. So you're all mostly heading towards this because Rindir has classes to go to with Guild of Knowledge. Anyway.
Hopefully I can get my certificate for the bard quick.
Speaking of this, we should not mention that we've been performing in the city, because I don't think they'd be too happy with that, and they'd probably punish Paul. So I think we should say that we're, like, just new to the city and wanting...
Oh, we did have some fairly large crowds.
Yeah.
That's very smart for someone who couldn't choose his word.
I'm wise. I'm just not very smart.
When you're sober, maybe.
Yeah, I haven't smoked yet, so...
He gets wiser when he's eating shrooms.
Yeah,
Yes.
this is early in the morning. I had my water, and I'm all refreshed.
It takes you a little while to get through the busy streets because, people are shopping. You do get to the guild district. It's fairly obvious what's what because they've all got signs out front showing what they are.
Nice.
The 3 band members all heading to the Bards Guild first.
Mm-hmm.
Where's Alexa?
So yeah.
Go.
As you enter through the main doors, you find a satyr sitting at a desk who stands up as you enter dramatically and says, "Welcome to the Guild of Bards.
Hello.
I trust you wish to join us."
Absolutely. Where do I sign?
"Ha, not so fast. First, we must hear you perform."
Uh-oh.
Harsh but fair.
Individual performances or all together?
Well, that depends on you. I mean, would you like a group license? The downside of which is that you will only be able to as a band, or are you coming for individual license so that you can freely act as solo performances?
How much would they cost?
The dues for entry as a band would work out cheaper than 3 individual memberships, but you do have a lot more freedom if you sign up individually.
Yeah, what happens if we sign up as a band and someone wants us to play solo gig somewhere?
Then you'll have to apply for a solo license.
If all 3 of us have solo licenses, can we play as a band still?
Of course.
Fuck it, I'll spring the extra cash for a solo license.
Yeah, that sounds alright.
Yeah, I'll take a solo license.
Okay, follow me. He takes you through to a small auditorium. decorated like a concert hall, and tells you to set yourselves up on stage, and I will soon have your tribunal to judge your performances. Toodaloo! And he closes the door and leaves you to set up.
How many people are watching us, you said?
He called it a tribunal, so...
Alright, 3.
While they're doing this, what are Siri and Peren up to? Are you going to the Merchants Guild?
I don't know. So I was going to follow them, because I thought it was going to be a lot harder for them to get the license, but it seems pretty easy.
Do you want to get a solo license too?
Oh, I'm tone deaf, so no.
Perrin is probably going to try to find where the Thieves Guild is.
Well, you know where the Thieves Guild is. They showed you the entrance.
Oh, no.
Nope. All right. The Thieves Guild don't have a guild house square in the guild. They're purely underground.
Yeah, they're all rats. No thanks. I'm good.
You know, suddenly I don't think rats are as bad as I thought they were. I don't know why, though. I think I'm going to go to the Merchants Guild and try to do some sneaking there.
There's a guild of mercenaries also. I can't think of a better word for it. But and there's also the Guild of Knowledge, the Guild of Technology. But yeah, you're going to go to the Merchants Guild?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You both going?
I'm going to try to find someplace that has magical items.
Okay. So you're going to go shopping. Siri, when you enter the Merchants Guild, you come across a pompous high elf at the front counter who says, "And what would you be doing here?"
Well, hi. I'm looking to join the Merchants Guild.
Oh, really? And why is that?
Because I heard that you can only, really buy and sell things when you're a merchant, part of the guild, right?
That is true. Do you have the required credentials?
What are the required credentials?
You would need 3 references from members of the Merchants Guild in good standing.
Is that all I need?
That's all I need from you. If you can acquire 3 references, then I will tell you what is required of you next.
See, that seems kind of shady. So I have to do all the work, but then there might be more.
Look, you are not what we are looking for. However, if you can prove us wrong, we will consider your application.
Why am I not what you're looking for?
Go back to the sea.
But I'm here, though.
Look, I don't need to waste my time with you.
This is you think that a merchant would have some better people skills? I did have one question, just mostly out of curiosity.
Are you asking me, or are you asking the elf?
The elf. Then I'll leave. I just have one more question.
If you insist.
What's with your guys' logo? I noticed it before on something, and then I don't understand why it's a dragon thing and a knight.
Don't worry. If you join, you'll find out all about the Order of Wormsbane.
The Order of Wormsbane?
Look, stop wasting my time. Go get the references, or don't come back.
I'll be back. And I just leave.
Perrin is going shopping, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Is there any particular kind of magic item that you're looking for? Because it may depend on what you find depends on what you're looking for.
He's looking for some bracers.
Some braces. Okay. So are you going to go to a blacksmith's or someone who's actually, yeah, screw it. You find a shop called Caliban, and through the window there are all kinds of magical items on the shelves. There is looks like a blind tabaxi woman on wearing a collar with a delicate chain running into the shop. Presumably the chain is there most. She doesn't accidentally wander too far from the shop because she's blind. But she's calling out to passers-by saying, "Come to Caliban's for all your magical requirements." And inside the shop you can see a man behind the counter just cleaning and polishing various magic items back on the shelf, just keeping it all nice. Are you going to enter Caliban's, Perrin? You're going to look for somewhere?
I'm going to enter.
Okie dokie. And the man behind the counter beams as you enter and says, "Welcome, sir. What can I get you?"
I'm looking for some magical items.
Of course. That's why you've come to a magical item shop.
Yeah. Are you limited in what it is that you have?
Mostly what you see here, but if you're after something in particular that I don't have, perhaps I can acquire it for you. You can come back for it another day. But what are you looking for specifically?
I am looking for bracers of defense and a cloak of protection.
Oh, worried you're going to get hurt, are you? Would you like that cloak of protection in red, green, or blue? We also have black.
Black.
Thought you might be a guy for black. And the braces, would you like them to be a gold, a silver, or a dark?
Dark in color.
Here we go. Just don't mind me a second. And he pulls out a tape measure, a fabric tape measure, and measures the length of your arms from elbow to wrist and the girth of your forearm, up by the elbow and down by the wrist, and also across your shoulders and from the middle of your neck down to the backs of your knees, and rummages around the shop for a little bit and comes back with a set of braces of defense and the cloak of protection. Is that everything that you wished for?
I needed to know the price before I had you go through all of that work.
Well, what can you offer me? Prices are negotiable.
What's the normal going rate for these items?
Well, it depends. I mean, I had a gentleman come in the other day who admired my so much he gave me 500 gold pieces for selling, whilst there was another gentleman who only had 2 coppers to throw together. I understood his need and satisfied his wishes.
So Peren reaches into the pouch, and he knows that he has them separated out, so he knows where they're supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
And he grabs a coral, a garnet, and a gem, and then 50 gold pieces, and puts that on the counter.
Thank you very much. I will do nicely. Have a good day.
Thank you very much.
So you gave him 350 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Yep, he's happy with that. So you've increased your AC by 3, I believe, right?
I took off my leather, and now...
You can't use the braces and...
Right. So my AC is now 16.
Okay. And you've got a cool swishy cloak.
Yes.
What you thought was the cloak of protection is actually the cloak of billowing.
It's the cloak of Batman. So you got your magic items. Alexa, Whis, and Rindir. It doesn't take you long before the satyr doors again and sends in 3 other people. So there's a gnome male, a half-orc female, and a human male. They all sit on the front row, each holding a board with a piece of paper attached and an inked quill.
Good.
And they just sit there with the pen poised over paper and look at you, expecting.
Alexa, you go first.
I'll push Alexa forward because she's the front runner.
Yep.
Okay, Alexa steps forward with her lips. Like, I'm Alexa Sathkar, from the family of Sathkar. Used to pass through here a lot. Anyway, I'm just going to play now. And what was the name of that song, the Dwarven Mountain one?
Up the Dwarven Mountain.
Yeah.
That's the song that she's chosen to play.
Unaccompanied.
Unaccompanied. I'll use my minor illusion to create the drum beat.
Nice. Do a performance check. Pretty good. They all take notes, and the gnome says, next.
Oh, okay. Alexa's pretty happy, so she just steps back and looks to Whiskey. Your turn. And break the drum.
I'll push Rindir forward.
You push me forward. Oh boy. I'll play my part of Flight of the Bullywug. Damn.
Oh.
That was bad. Oof.
They take down some notes and say, next.
I will walk up, take a swig out of my flask, and then go down into a bell and pull out my drums and start playing Punch Drunk. And I will use Flurry of Blows to make it extra fast.
Do your performance check.
Oh.
Oh, wow. Nat 20.
I will take my diploma and go.
They look at each other and nod in approval. They're all taking down notes, and they whisper amongst themselves for a little bit, and the halfling who says, congratulations, you all need some work. The drummer there was particularly impressive, but he also could do with some guidance regarding performance. We'll be happy to coach you all and help you improve. I just need to take down your names, and then we will arrange for all the paperwork and necessary ceremony to make this official. Please make sure to bring your first month's dues when you come for your initiation.
How much are dues?
Well, it's actually not too terrible. Compared to some of the other guilds, we only ask for 2 gold a month.
Oh, well, that's no problem.
And in exchange, if there's any dispute between you and any individual or business that should hire you to perform, we will be available to protect your interests.
Cool.
But first, we need to make sure that you are performing to a standard that we are comfortable with being associated. So after your initiation, your lessons will begin.
Lesson. Cool.
Alright, it's the initiation. Do it now?
No. As I said, I will be taking down your names and your addresses. You will be notified when it takes place.
Alright.
So, you first, little drummer boy.
First name Wiz, W-I-S-S, last name Key.
And where are you staying?
Honestly, I was too drunk to catch the name of the tavern. Where are we staying? I yell over my shoulder.
It was Ollie's, wasn't it?
Okay, I know where that is. And, half elf. What was your name?
Alexa Sathkar?
Ah, yes, you mentioned that you were from the Sathkarth family. And, are you also staying at Ollie's?
We're at Ollie's at the moment.
Excellent. And he scribbles something with a flourish, and then, last of all, you appear to be human.
Yep.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Why would you want to become a bard? You have so many other options available.
Oof. Back where I come from, I'm pretty well acquainted there with music.
Okay. And what would your name be?
Rindir Findandi.
And you're also staying at Ollie's?
For now.
We will send word. Have a good day. And with that, he leaves, leaving you in the auditorium all on your own.
Are these people serious?
I think so.
They're offering me membership after that terrible performance?
Definitely was the worst performance I've ever seen.
He's also offering you to tutor you to improve.
I don't need tutoring.
They saw your potential, don't worry.
Yeah, the DC wasn't particularly... They weren't looking for perfect, they were looking for potential.
I know.
So yes, what's she doing now?
I guess I'll just leave.
Are the two of you following Whiskey?
And
I'd be going over schooling.
You're going to head to the College of Knowledge?
Yeah.
So you all leave the Bards College and you see Rindir walk across the square to the Guild of Knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Are the other two curious, or...
I think I'll head back to the tavern. I don't have interest in schooling anymore.
Where did Siri go after he was rejected?
I don't know. I'd probably just be wandering the street.
Okay, we'll get to that in a minute. Alexa, what are you up to?
I'm gonna head back to the tavern as well. She's not really interested in going to the Guild of Knowledge.
Rindir goes over to Guild of Knowledge and goes to attend one of Professor Leftus's classes, right?
Correct.
It's a fairly dry lecture about the properties and effects of dandelion. And it lasts...
Interesting stuff.
No.
Not really.
Siri, as you're wandering around the town, you see lots of shops, you see temples, you see a big tower in the middle of town.
I'm trying to formulate a plan in my head. So it's taken me a minute. Alright. So can I find like the poor area of town where they'd still have documentation of like them owning a house?
So you're looking for the lower middle class area of town rather than the dirt?
Yeah. So like where they wouldn't call the cops if something strange happened.
Okay, go on.
Alright, so then I'm gonna go into a dark alley, pull out my disguise kit, and put on my disguise.
Okay, what are you disguising yourself?
I think I'd have like a pretty basic one. Or just be like a nice cloak with that looks kind of official, but isn't really.
Okay. Are you wearing the classic, black rimmed glasses, fake nose?
Yeah, and fake mustache. Nice cloak to cover my face a little bit. I look like an official person.
And hide your fishy... Yes.
Hide my fishiness.
Yes.
Nothing fishy going on here. And then I'm just gonna go up to a door and knock on it.
Okay. A half-elven woman opens the door.
Hello.
Hello. What can I do for you?
I am with the city inspectors, and we need to see the deed for your property real quick.
Roll deception.
Nah, the fake mustache fell off right when I was saying it.
The lady smiles and slams a door in your face.
I'm gonna go to the next door. Hello.
The door opens and a short gentleman in a suit, looks like he may be half goblin in bloodline, but he opens the door and just looks at you and says, yes.
Hello. I am with the city inspector, and we're doing a routine check here, and I was wondering if I could quickly check out your paperwork for your deed for ownership of this house.
I am not the owner of this house. If you would like to accompany me to the drawing room, I shall tell the lord of the house that you have arrived.
Sure.
See if he is willing to speak with you.
That works for me.
And he turns and goes into the house.
I'm gonna quickly adjust the mustache, make sure it's still sticking as I walk in.
And he leads you through to the beautiful house. The floor is all black and white marble checker, and unlike some of the wealthy people's houses that are mostly wood paneling, this is very clean and white. He gestures to the drawing room, where there are several very comfortable couches, beautiful fireplace. Wait here.
Before he leaves though, I'm gonna ask him, this seems kind of an out-of-place house for this kind of neighborhood.
Yes, that's the way the master likes it.
He likes being the odd man out.
You could say that. There are perks to being the master of the Thieves Guild.
Yeah, I bet he wouldn't want to be in the rich area as with that title.
By the way, we can smell what you are.
You can smell my fishiness.
It's not your fishness I was referring to. And with that, he shifts into a werewolf.
That's a cool trick. And I'm gonna smell my armpit. What kind of smell are you talking about?
You must be new. And he walks away.
I'm gonna take off my fake mustache, I guess, because it's not fooling anyone, and still be curious.
You're still waiting there, every so often looking back at the door that Butler left through, and then suddenly you hear a door open behind you, and a slightly familiar voice said, "What the hell are you doing here?"
Then I'm gonna turn around. Who do I see?
The lady in red, except she's not in red anymore, in somewhat more comfortable day clothes.
So, like, how come your house is so much cleaner now?
That wasn't my house, idiot.
I just thought your maid skills improved.
No, I'm not a maid. I'm the daughter of the head of thieves. And you are now a member of the guild, thanks to the bite I gave you last night. Or did you forget all that?
I remember getting bitten. Kind of hurt.
Look, you can't be in here. You haven't earned the right to talk to the guildmaster.
Hey, I was just trying to pull a scam, and then I got invited in, so I just kind of followed along. As you can tell, I'm pretty used to just following along.
Oh, really? What kind of scam were you trying to pull?
I wanted to look at the property deed,
Why?
because I'm good at it. Good at faking things, and I wanted to see what it looked like.
Oh, so you just need to see what a set of deeds looks like so you can forge a copy with your own name and a different address. Oh,
Figured you'd be down for this.
hold on a sec. And she disappears, and then a couple of minutes later comes back with the deed to this property, and she spends a few minutes explaining to you what needs to be changed on a deed from each district, and how you need to change the names and the coding and the every aspect and detail of the deed that you would need to make it fit.
See, everyone was saying you weren't very helpful, but then you're helpful, so I like it. They thought I was stupid for following you.
The pack help each other out. It's good to have friends in low places.
That would be a good idea for a song.
Anyway, piss off before.
Well, if I pissed off right now, I think you'd have something else to clean.
I mean, leave, you idiot. We'll send somebody to talk to you when we need you.
Alright, well, thank you for your help. I put my fake mustache back on because I like it. Disappear.
Alright, Peren, after you purchased your items, do you head back to the hotel? Do you head back to the guilds? What do you do?
I'm gonna head back to the tavern.
Okie dokie.
Actually, before I head back to the tavern, I want to just walk by the house that
We're trying to acquire. Yeah.
the first time around, just to see if anything different about it.
Anything's different
Like
about
if somebody,
Oh, you see if anyone else has claimed it since.
right?
No, there's a few rats, but
Like regular rats.
regular rats. Not
Okay.
giant ones. Not giant ones, not hybrid ones, just regular rats. Possibly a few cockroaches and silverfish as well, but a couple of bats in the rafters, swallows in the eaves, you know.
If and when we move into the place, Rindir's little cat can eat it, or whatever that thing is that he's got with him.
Did you guys have a good time?
Well, I know I did, and I hope you did as well. Thank you for joining us for another episode of the Games and Geekery's Patreon Sessions, where we play D&D with our supporters on Patreon. If you enjoyed this episode, please consider joining our Patreon page, where you could claim your spot in a future session. You'll also be invited to join our highly engaging Discord channel, exclusive to our patrons. We hope to see you there. Join us next time for another adventure with the Games and Geekery Patreon players.